Welcome, future rhythm legends. So, you've decided to pick up the bass guitar.
That's an awesome choice.
It really is.
Mhm.
Because you haven't just picked up an instrument, you've basically chosen to be the hidden powerhouse of the band.
That's the perfect way to put it. Everyone watches the singer or the guitarist with the crazy solos,
Yeah.
but the bass player, you're the one everyone feels. You're the anchor. You connect what the drummer's doing with what the guitars are doing.
You're the foundation. Without you, the whole song just kind of floats away.
Exactly. So our mission today is pretty simple. We're going to break down the essentials, the gear, how to hold the thing, and the basic music ideas to get you playing some solid rock bass right away.
Let's do it. Okay, so first things first. Gear. There are four things you absolutely have to have, like non-negotiable.
Right.
Number one, obviously, is solid electric bass, probably a four-string to start.
Yep. Second, an amplifier. That bass doesn't make a big sound on its own.
Not at all. Third, a good instrument cable to connect the two. And seriously, don't go cheap on the cable.
Oh, please don't. A cheap cable will die on you at the worst possible moment.
Always. And fourth,
A comfortable shoulder strap. This is so much more important than people think. Basses are heavy.
they really are. And if you're standing for a while, that strap is saving your shoulder.
Your shoulder, your back, everything. It lets you play longer.
Okay, so beyond those four, there are some extras that pretty quickly become essentials, like a tuner.
A tuner is not an extra. It's part of the main kit. You cannot sound good if you are out of tune, period.
Even being a tiny bit off can make the whole band sound just wrong.
And you'll probably be taking your bass places, right? To a friend's house, to school.
Yeah, rehearsals.
So you need protection, a padded gig bag, or even better, a hard case. It's basically insurance for your instrument.
And what about practicing at home? You don't want to shake the whole house down, especially when you're just learning a part.
Right, a small practice amp is perfect for that. You can get the reps in without driving everyone crazy.
Good tip. Oh, and here's one from experience.
Let's hear it.
Always have extra strings.
Yeah.
Always. There is no worse feeling than you're in the middle of a great song, you're really into it, and SNAP.
Ugh, the worst. And the whole session just grinds to a halt. Be prepared.
Totally. And just for maintenance, check your tuning every time you play. For a standard four-string, that's E, A, D, G, from thickest to thinnest string.
Every single time.
Okay, gear is set. Now, how do we actually interact with this thing? Posture.
Yes, this is the boring part that everyone wants to skip, but it's crucial. Bad posture leads to strain, and strain can lead to injury.
Seriously. So sit or stand up straight. No slouching.
No slouching like you're playing video games, back straight. And then adjust your strap so the bass hangs at a height where your elbows aren't, pinned to your body. They need to move.
And here's the little trick that I think saves your wrists. Don't hold the bass flat across your lap.
Yeah.
Point the neck up a little bit, like maybe at a 45-degree angle.
That upward tilt is the secret. It keeps your left wrist much straighter when you're reaching for notes on the low frets. It's all about ergonomics. Better speed, better stamina.
Let's talk about the hands then. The left hand, your fretting hand.
Right, you just wrap it gently around the neck. Your thumb rests on the back. It's there for support, not for squeezing.
This is the big one for beginners. Don't squeeze.
Do not death grip the neck. You'll get tired in about 5 minutes. You only need enough pressure to press the string down cleanly.
And the right arm, the one doing all the work.
Your picking or plucking arm, yeah. It should just rest on the top edge of the bass's body. That puts your hand in the perfect spot right over the pickups.
It's all about being efficient and relaxed so you can
Mhm.
lock into that groove.
Exactly. Okay, so now you're holding it right. Let's talk about how you attack the strings.
Plucking versus picking.
The two main schools of thought in rock. Let's start with fingers, because that's super common. It gives you that warm, round tone.
So you're usually using your index and your middle finger.
Yep. Alternating. Index, middle, index, middle. It lets you play fast and keep the rhythm really steady.
And your hand needs to be stable while you're doing that.
It does. So you anchor your thumb. You can rest it on the top of one of the pickups or even on the low E string if you're not playing it. That stability is key for consistency.
What about the actual plucking motion? It's not just flicking the string, is it?
No, it's a specific technique. It's called a rest stroke.
A rest stroke.
Yeah. So instead of pulling your finger away from the string into the air, you pull it across the string and let it come to rest on the string right above it.
Ah, okay. So if you pluck the D string, your finger lands on the A string.
Precisely. That little move gives you a really powerful, consistent, thuddy sound. It's the secret sauce.
Nice. And a practical tip?
Keep your fingernails short. You do not want that little clicky sound against the strings.
Right. But okay, what if you're playing punk or metal? You need to be louder, more aggressive.
Then you grab a pick. A pick gives you that sharp, metallic, aggressive sound that can cut through really loud guitars.
So how do you hold it?
Firmly, between your thumb and index finger. But here's the thing, only let the very tip of the pick stick out.
Not a lot of it.
No. Minimum pick, maximum attack. And for those heavy, driving rock rhythms, you'll mostly use downstrokes. Just straight down. Boom, boom, boom.
But for faster stuff.
You start alternating. Down, up, down. That's way more efficient. And make sure you get a thicker pick. Bass strings are heavy. A thin guitar pick will just flap around.
And where you hit the string matters for the tone.
Oh, hugely.
Yeah.
If you pick back by the bridge, it sounds really bright and twangy.
Okay.
But if you move your hand up and pick closer to the neck, the sound gets way deeper and warmer. Just remember to keep your wrist loose, not stiff. A loose wrist is a fast wrist.
All right, so we know how to hold it. We know how to hit the strings. We need to know where we're going. Let's talk about the fretboard.
The map. The fretboard is that long wooden part, and the frets are the metal sticks. When you press a string down behind a fret, you make the string shorter, and a shorter string makes a higher note. It's just physics.
And to get a good, clean sound that doesn't buzz.
Use the tips of your fingers, press down firmly, and get as close to the metal fret as you can. Not in the middle of the space, but right up against it.
Clearer tone that way.
Much clearer. And for navigating that map, especially when you're on a dark stage, look at the side of the neck.
The dots.
The dots, those are your landmarks. Usually on frets 3, 5, 7, 9, and then you get 2 dots at 12. They help you find your way without looking down at the front.
You really should try to memorize the notes, at least on the first few frets of each string. It makes talking to other musicians so much easier.
It really does. The fretboard starts to make sense once you see the patterns.
Okay, gear, mechanics. Now for the most important job. The whole reason you're in the band. Rhythm.
This is it. You are the pulse. If your rhythm is shaky, the whole song feels shaky.
And in rock, a lot of the time, we're talking about playing eighth notes, right?
Eighth notes are the bread and butter. It means you're playing 2 even notes for every single beat. So if the drummer's foot is going stomp, 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 you're playing da-da-da-da-da.
And the absolute key here is to listen.
Listen to the drummer. Your notes need to lock in perfectly with that kick drum. When you and the drummer are locked in, that's called being in the pocket. That's the goal.
So what's the best way to practice that?
Use a metronome. I know it's not the most fun thing in the world,
Haha, no.
but it's a requirement. It will force you to develop a rock-solid internal clock. It stops you from speeding up when you get excited. You want every note to be the same length and the same volume. That consistency is power.
Okay, so you've got the rhythm down. Now, what notes do you play? This brings us to the foundation of it all. Root notes.
The root note. It's the most important note in any chord. It's the note that gives the chord its name. So if the guitar player is playing a G chord,
You play a G.
you play a G. It is that simple, and it's that powerful.
I think a lot of beginners worry, is that too boring, just playing one note over and over?
And the answer is absolutely not. That one note is the anchor for everything. It makes the whole band sound full and grounded. So many famous rock songs are built almost entirely on the bass player just nailing the root notes on time.
Your job is support, not showing off.
Exactly. The foundation has to be simple and strong. So practice switching between those root notes cleanly and perfectly in time. Once you can do that, then you can start adding more.
Which brings us to scales.
Right. Scales are just collections of notes that sound good together. And for rock music, the king of all scales is the minor pentatonic scale.
It's everywhere. Why is it so popular?
Because it's basically the safe scale. The notes in it just sound cool and edgy over almost any rock chord progression. It's really hard to hit a wrong-sounding note with it.
So learning that scale helps you create little fills, right? Little melodic runs between sections to add some flavor.
Precisely. It gives you a roadmap for which notes will work when you want to branch out from the root. Just practice it slowly at first.
Okay, there's one more skill that I think separates the pros from the amateurs.
I think I know what you're going to say. Muting.
Muting, yes.
Yes.
Stopping the strings from ringing out when you don't want them to.
This is so critical. Bass strings are thick. They vibrate for a long time. If you don't mute the ones you aren't playing, you just get this big, messy, rumbling sound.
It's a two-handed job, right?
It is. Your left hand does some of it. Your unused fingers can just lightly rest on the strings you're not playing to keep them quiet.
And the right hand.
The right hand can do what's called palm muting. You rest the side of your picking hand gently on the strings right down by the bridge. This dampens them.
And that gives you that really tight, thumpy, percussive sound. You hear that all the time in rock.
All the time. It takes practice to coordinate both hands, but it's what gives you that clean, focused, professional sound.
Let's wrap up with how to practice.
Mm.
Because just picking it up and noodling isn't going to cut it.
No. Consistency is everything. Practicing for 20 minutes every single day is so much better than practicing for 3 hours once a week.
You need that daily muscle memory.
You do. And always warm up first. Simple finger exercises. Then use that metronome, or even better, play along to your favorite songs. That's a great way to learn.
Oh, and here's a big one. Record yourself.
Yes, it can be a little painful to listen back sometimes.
The cam?
But you will hear things that you don't notice while you're playing. You'll hear if your timing is a little off or if one note is way louder than the others. It's the fastest way to get better.
And if a part is hard, just slow it way, way down. Play it perfectly at a snail's pace, then gradually speed it up.
That method never fails. And just real quick, take care of your instrument. Wipe the strings down with a cloth after you play. It'll make them last way longer. Keep your bass somewhere dry, not too hot or too cold.
So, after all this, what's the big takeaway for a new bassist?
It's that you're the essential team player. You provide the power and the foundation that lets everyone else shine. You are the heartbeat of the music.
That's a great way to think about it.
And remember, being a great bass player isn't about playing a million notes. It's about playing the right notes at the right time. Every time. That perfect, relentless rhythm. That's where the magic is. The groove starts with you.
Good luck with your practice, and we'll see you next time.